Most of you have probably heard of the Havana Syndrome, the mysterious illness that has affected U.S. diplomats stationed around the globe. A recent investigation by The Insider, in collaboration with 60 Minutes and Der Spiegel, suggests a potential link between the syndrome and the use of directed energy weapons by members of Russian GRU Unit 29155. Members of Russia's infamous military intelligence sabotage squad have been placed at the scene of suspected attacks on overseas U.S. government personnel and their family members. But what exactly is the Havana Syndrome? Let's find out together in this week's episode of Explained. The Havana Syndrome, also known as Anomalous Health Incidents Syndrome, refers to a range of symptoms reported by U.S. intelligence and embassy personnel in various countries around the world. It's important to note that syndrome, in this case, signifies a collection of symptoms rather than a specific medical condition, making its origins challenging to confirm. These symptoms commonly include experiencing auditory hallucinations and ringing in the ears, along with nausea, vertigo, headaches, memory loss, balance issues, and even cognitive dysfunction. The term originates from incidents reported by U.S. and Canadian embassy staff in Havana, Cuba, in late 2016. Since then, numerous U.S. personnel and their families reported experiencing these symptoms in over 130 different locations, including in Poland, Georgia, Taiwan, Colombia, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and Austria, among other locations. In 2021, a New York Times report mentioned a 3-hour delay for U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris before flying to Vietnam, due to reported symptoms by a U.S. official in Vietnam. Naturally, the U.S. government launched multiple investigations into the matter as early as 2017. Some reports, conducted by U.S. scientists and medical examinations of the victims, indicated potential exposure to high-powered microwaves, which could have damaged or interfered with the nervous system. These microwaves were believed to create pressure in the brain, resulting in auditory sensations. Prolonged exposure to high-powered microwaves was thought to disrupt balance, impair memory, and cause permanent brain damage. While low levels of microwaves are emitted by mobile phones, they are not directed or targeted. Suspicions arose that specialized devices, referred to as microwave weapons, were used to emit beams of high-powered microwaves. The use of microwaves for counterintelligence purposes dates back to the Cold War, with both Russia and the U.S. experimenting with this technology. Incidents dating back to the 1970s involving U.S. embassy officials in Moscow suggest potential mental health impacts from suspected microwave use. In 2019 and 2020, U.S. government representatives did attribute the incidents to unidentified foreign actors and unknown technologies, such as ultrasound or microwave weapons, as potential causes. However, U.S. intelligence agencies couldn't pinpoint the exact cause, although suspicions were voiced regarding Russian military intelligence's involvement. In 2022, several significant studies were made public, none of which found evidence supporting the theory of hostile actions. Instead, they suggested potential psychogenic and environmental explanations, pre-existing medical conditions, or even health scare fueled by moral panic. The CIA issued an interim assessment concluding that the syndrome did not stem from a sustained global campaign by a hostile power. But what does the recent journalistic investigation reveal? Members of a Russian military intelligence unit were reportedly present at the location when U.S. personnel reported symptoms of the Havana Syndrome. The 5-year-long investigation also uncovered that senior members of the unit in question received awards and promotions for their involvement in the development of non-lethal acoustic weapons. This suggests a potential connection between the activities of the unit and the reported use of directed energy weapons targeting U.S. officials. The leading researcher into the Havana Syndrome, in line with the U.S. intelligence community's conclusion, stated that the report lacks scientific evidence to support its claims. Mitchell Valdez Sosa, director of Cuba's Center for Neuroscience and a spokesperson for the Cuban Health Ministry, emphasized the absence of substantial evidence for the existence of the syndrome. He highlighted the diverse symptoms reported, suggesting they could stem from various conditions, and indicated that public attention might have led to misattributions of ordinary ailments to the alleged phenomenon. The Kremlin dismissed the investigation. Russian spokesman Dmitry Peskov said no evidence had ever been presented to support the claim, and the accusations in the media were unfounded. Do you believe that the reported symptoms of the Havana Syndrome could be attributed to other factors, such as psychogenic or environmental causes, or are they linked to Russian involvement with directed energy weapons? Let's discuss in the comments below. And if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more defense news and analyses.